Welcome. This is Part 3. Obama's inauguration. Obama's inauguration took place on January 20, 2009. When Obama took office, he inherited a global economic recession, 2 ongoing foreign wars and the lowest ever international favorability rating for the United States. He had campaigned on an ambitious agenda of financial reform, alternative energy and reinventing education and health care, all while bringing down the national debt. Because these issues were intertwined with the economic well-being of the nation, he believed all would have to be undertaken simultaneously. During his inauguration speech, Obama summarized the situation by saying, "Today I say to you that the challenges we face are real. They are serious and they are many. They will not be met easily or in a short span of time. But know this, America, they will be met. First 100 days and Nobel Peace Prize." Between Inauguration Day and April 29, 2009, the Obama administration took action on many fronts. For his efforts during his debut in office, the Nobel Committee in Norway awarded Obama the 2009 Nobel Peace Prize. In his first 100 days in office, Obama coaxed Congress to expand health care insurance for children and provide legal protection for women seeking equal pay. A $787 billion stimulus bill was passed to promote short-term economic growth. Housing and credit markets were put on life support, with a market-based plan to buy U.S. banks' toxic assets. Loans were made to the auto industry, and new regulations were proposed for Wall Street. Obama cut taxes for working families, small businesses and first-time home buyers. The president also loosened the ban on embryonic stem cell research and moved ahead with a $3.5 trillion budget plan. Obama undertook a complete overhaul of America's foreign policy. He reached out to improve relations with Europe, China and Russia and to open dialogue with Iran, Venezuela, and Cuba. He lobbied allies to support a global economic stimulus package. He committed an additional 21,000 troops to Afghanistan and set an August 2010 date for withdrawal of nearly all U.S. troops from Iraq. In more dramatic incidents, Obama ordered an attack on pirates off the coast of Somalia and prepared the nation for a swine flu outbreak. He signed an executive order banning excessive interrogation techniques and ordered the closing of the military detention facility at Guantanamo Bay in Cuba within a year, a deadline that ultimately would not be met. 2012 re-election. As he did in 2008, during his campaign for a second presidential term, Obama focused on grassroots initiatives. Celebrities such as Anna Wintour and Sarah Jessica Parker aided the president's campaign by hosting fundraising events. "I guarantee you, we will move this country forward," Obama stated in June 2012, at a campaign event in Maryland. "We will finish what we started. And will remind the world just why it is that the United States of America is the greatest nation on earth." In the 2012 election, Obama faced Republican opponent Mitt Romney and Romney's vice presidential running mate, U.S. Representative Paul Ryan. On November 6, 2012, Obama won his second 4-year term as president by receiving nearly 5 million more votes than Romney and capturing more than 60% of the Electoral College. Second term. Obama officially began his second term on January 21, 2013. When U.S. Chief Justice John Roberts administered the oath of office. In his inaugural address, Obama called the nation to action on such issues as climate change, health care and marriage equality to a crowd gathered in front of the U.S. Capitol building. 2014 midterm elections. In November 2014, Obama had to cope with new challenges on the home front. Republicans made an impressive showing on Election Day and gained a majority in the Senate, meaning that Obama would have to contend with Republicans controlling both houses of Congress for the final 2 years of his term. Iran nuclear deal. In September 2013, Obama made diplomatic strides with Iran. He spoke with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani on the phone, which marked the first direct contact between the leaders of the two countries in more than 30 years. This groundbreaking move by Obama was seen by many as a sign of thawing in the relationship between the United States and Iran. The two of us discussed our ongoing efforts to reach an agreement over Iran's nuclear program, reported Obama at a press conference in which he expressed optimism that a deal could be reached to lift sanctions on Iran in return for that country's willingness to halt its nuclear development program. In July 2015, Obama announced that, after lengthy negotiations, the United States and 5 world powers had reached an agreement with Iran over its nuclear program. The deal would allow inspectors entry into Iran to make sure the country kept its pledge to limit its nuclear program and enrich uranium at a much lower level than would be needed for a nuclear weapon. In return, the U.S. and its partners would remove the tough sanctions imposed on Iran and allow the country to ramp up sales of oil and access frozen bank accounts. As the administration began its effort to lobby Congress to endorse the deal, Obama made his first trip as president back to his father's homeland of Kenya. In addition to having dinner with 36 relatives, some of whom he met for the very first time, Obama proudly proclaimed to a packed arena, "I am proud to be the first American president to come to Kenya, and of course I'm the first Kenyan American to be president of the United States." President Trump's withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal. In 2018, President Donald Trump, Obama's successor who was elected in November 2016, withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal put in place by Obama. He argued, with some evidence, that the country was exploiting the terms of the deal to build up its military and militias in the region, and that it would emerge with greater resources to make a nuclear weapon once the deal expired. He then began a campaign of maximum pressure economic sanctions to force Iran to accept permanent, comprehensive restrictions. Iran responded by gradually increasing its uranium enrichment. In mid-2019, the International Atomic Energy Agency confirmed that Iran had surpassed the uranium enrichment levels agreed on in 2015, bringing the nation closer to the development of an atomic bomb. European countries might in turn restore their own sanctions. Experts say the moves could push the US and Iran closer to military confrontation. Part 4 will be realizing soon. Thank you. By Antrix. Stay home and deliver your essential products grocery by any shopping app, direct to your home, and it can be safe by no contact delivery.